A 5-year-old wobbles across the living room, balancing a fried sock on a spoon. To you, it looks like pure silliness, a game, nothing more. But inside her head, right now, something very different is happening. You think these games are just a way to pass the afternoon. They are not. Between ages 3 and 5, play is quietly building one skill that shapes everything, and that skill has a name. That skill is self-regulation, the ability to pause an impulse, hold a rule in mind, and switch thinking when the rules change. It sounds advanced, but your preschooler is building it right now on the carpet. Developmental psychology research points to ages 3 to 5 as the prime window. The brain circuits behind attention and impulse control are wiring faster now than almost any other time. Picture your daughter waiting for her turn with a memory tile. Her hand wants to grab, her brain says wait. That tiny tug of war is the exact muscle we are talking about, getting one repetition stronger. Child development scientist Dr. Ashley Soderland, who studied these skills in the lab, found that ordinary family games train them remarkably well, remembering rules, taking turns, resisting impulses, all of it. Here is the twist. The games that work best are not flashcards or learning apps, they are the silly ones. The sillier the game, the harder your child laughs, the more those control circuits get to practice. Why? Because self-regulation only grows when a child actually wants something, wants to grab, wants to peek, wants to win. Fun creates the urge. The game's rules teach the breaks. So when your daughter freezes mid-giggle because the spinner said stop, she is not just playing, she is practicing the same braking system she will one day use to raise her hand instead of shouting out. And these skills predict big things. Research on early self-regulation links it to school readiness, friendships, even how children handle frustration years later. It matters more than early reading or counting. And you do not need a curriculum or expensive kits. You need 15 minutes, a living room floor, and a handful of games chosen for what they secretly train. Over the next few minutes, I will walk you through 5 kinds of games, what each one trains, and the small tweaks that make them work harder. Chapter 1: Silly Body Games. First, the cooperative classic Feed the Woozle. Your child balances goofy snacks on a spoon, fried socks included, and carries them to a hungry monster's mouth without dropping a single one along the way. A spinner adds the twist. Hula dance to the woozle, march like a robot, tiptoe. Your child must control big movements while following a rule, and that combination is regulation gold. Watch what the game quietly demands. She wants to run, but the rule says march. She wants to dump the spoon, but the goal says steady hands. Every silly round is impulse control practice in disguise. And because everyone feeds the woozle together, nobody loses. For a 3-year-old who melts down at defeat, cooperative games keep the practice going without the tears. If your child is the wiggly type, try a stretchy twister-style game. Reaching, balancing, holding a pose, learning to control the body and space is one of the first building blocks of self-control. It teaches personal space too, where my body ends, where yours begins. Active games like these give wiggly kids a legal outlet for energy while still practicing stop and go. Try narrating the breaks out loud. Freeze and breathe. Slow spoon, slow feet. Your calm voice becomes the soundtrack her brain borrows later when she needs to slow herself down without you in the room. Chapter 2: The Impulse Switch. Chapter 2's game looks simple. 2 cards, every pair shares one matching animal. Find it first. But the designers hid a clever trap inside, and that trap is exactly what makes this game powerful. The animals come in different sizes. Your child's brain locks onto the biggest one automatically, but the match is usually small, so she must override that pull and search harder. I call this the impulse switch. The moment her eyes slide past the big, flashy animal to hunt for the small one, she is quietly flipping the exact switch researchers spent decades learning to measure. Dr. Soderlund noticed this game mirrors the cognitive regulation tasks used in her lab studies. The rules even change card to card, sometimes big matches, sometimes small, rule switching practiced. Here is the stacked deck trick. When the game feels too hard for her, secretly arrange the easy matches on top. Your child wins early, confidence grows, and you raise the difficulty only as her skill catches up. Soderlund did exactly this when her son was nearly 3. Younger kids make more mistakes and react slower. That is normal development, not a problem. The deck meets them there. If calm, gentle, science-backed parenting ideas like these are helping your family, take a quick second and subscribe to the channel. Chapter 3: Memory and Hide. Classic matching games train a quieter set of muscles, holding several tile positions in mind, turning over only 2 at a time, staying focused while the urge to flip everything slowly builds and builds. Only 2 tiles per turn sounds easy. For a 4-year-old, it is a genuine test. Memory, patience, and rule following working at once, dressed as a simple game. Now my favorite variation, the stuffed animal scavenger hunt. You hide a few toys around a room while your child waits outside, fighting the urge to peek the whole time. Then you simply swap roles. Waiting without peeking is inhibition. Hiding takes planning and memory. After copying your hiding spots a few times, she starts inventing her own. That leap is creative thinking. Story-driven matching games add a plot. Dress the koala family, dodge the food truck disaster. The story gives the matching a purpose. Purpose keeps a preschooler's attention twice as long. Keep one of these small card games tucked inside your everyday bag. Long restaurant waits quietly become practice sessions instead of meltdown countdowns. Chapter 4: First Real Board Games. Around age 4, try a bingo-style matching game. Tiles flip fast. Your child races to match images and words to her own card. Speed adds pressure, and pressure is where inhibition really gets tested. She wants to grab every tile. The rule says only yours. She wants to shout. The rule says match first. Language grows. Every tile pairs a picture with its word. Then comes a true board game. 4 in a row, with chips and cards. No reading needed, but real strategy. Planning ahead, prioritizing moves, remembering what was already played. The wild cards teach flexible thinking. Plans collapse when someone removes your chip, and your child practices recovering instead of raging. With practice, kids genuinely beat adults at this one. Start with short game sessions, 15 minutes at the very most. A small win at the end keeps her coming back again tomorrow. Now here's what most parents never learn. Chapter 5: The Good Loser's Secret. Being a good loser is one of childhood's hardest lessons. Many 3- and 4-year-olds simply are not ready yet. That is not a character flaw. It is a skill still under construction. Cooperative games solve it elegantly. Everyone works toward one shared goal. There are no losers, or everyone loses together, which somehow feels completely fine. All the practice still happens. Planning, taking turns, testing strategies, working as a team. If family game night usually ends in tears, start cooperative and build from there. One bonus, a dice matching game played with color dice instead of numbers. Count the colors, spot the pairs, decide which die to roll again. Pure cognitive flexibility, basically free. 2 pairs, 3 of a kind, a full house of colors. She has to hold several possible matches in mind at once, compare them, then commit. That is flexible thinking in action. Silly body games, the impulse switch, memory hunts, first board games, cooperative wins. 5 doors into the same room where self-control quietly grows. So the next time your child wobbles across the living room with a sock on a spoon, you will see what is really happening. Not just silliness, construction work. You do not need to be a perfect teacher running perfect lessons. 15 silly minutes, a few times a week, and her brain does the rest. Play is the curriculum. You showed up, you played, you laughed together. That is enough, because good enough is enough. Subscribe for more calm, science-backed parenting, and I will see you in the next one.